Hey, it's me, Raj Baddhan here in Mumbai with our team from Star and Colours UK, and very excited to bring to you a couple of artists from the show Mannat. And I'm not going to just say a couple of artists, actually they are the most loved. And I know there's a lot of you that have been asking about these guys, and also on my radio stations as well. So let's get them back on board. In fact, I'm quite excited to be reuniting with Aisha Singh, who's here as well as Adnan as well, Adnan Khan.
Yeah.
Really good to see you guys. How are you both?
Well, doing good.
Yeah,
just tied up with work,
Yeah.
and it's fantastic.
Man, Mannat, it's done so well. There's been such a influx of activity on social media. There's been so much love that's pouring in from the fans. How does that make you feel, especially when you're carrying the title role of the show?
I think we feel it's grateful, a lot of gratitude towards being accepted on such a large scale, and getting so much love. And the great part is that every character from our show and the story and everything is being loved and appreciated and reciprocated well.
Yeah.
So I think that's a big side, very very big perk for an artist to get that recognition that you strive for. So yeah, a lot of gratitude, I think.
So much gratitude, yeah. What about you as Adnan, for your role as Vikrant in the show? You're getting immense love, and I think you've also had a wealth of love from previous shows that you've done in the past as well. How does that make you feel?
Lucky.
Yeah.
Just all the time. I just think it's a blessing. I still find it really hard. I keep telling them. I get awkward saying fans because I can't believe I have them. Yeah, like it's still so awkward. I'm like supporters, family. Yeah, because I can't believe I've been so lucky, but I have. I know how lucky I've been. It's just, for me, it's just the guy up there has just been really kind to me.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. And I follow social media, so I always see the kind of activities you both are getting, especially because you were also part of Star Plus's show Gume Kisi Ke Pyar Mein. And in fact, we're celebrating 25 years of Star Plus as well. And you've been part of that 25 years with Gume as well. So tell us about Star Plus as well as Colours. Star, now that they're under the GeoStar brand, how does that make you feel, the fact that you're part of Star Plus that is got such a massive legacy behind it?
I think very very lucky to have my start with Star, and great that there's this merger, and now both the channels are under Geo, and you see working environment, and you see the grandeur and how broadcasting is. You do see a little bit difference when you move from Star to Colours, especially in the beginning. But I think since they have that merger, so it's coming back to what it was. It's been a great experience working for Star as well as Colours. I think
it's happy days for us where we could talk about Star Plus and Colours quite easily.
Right.
Without thinking, it's rival broadcasters anymore. But honestly, Adnan, you've had an amazing career so far. I know it's just a start because you're doing some great things. But the kind of love that you're getting internationally as well. When you're sitting in Mumbai, do you get to feel that love from international territories?
Sometimes, like, it gets really funny when somebody from a country that I would not expect somebody to message me and say, "Oh, we're watching this and we're doing this," and it does take me back a little bit. But then again, at the end of the day, I just think it's so fantastic. I'm so happy. Like, somebody just informed us that our show is going to go to another country and they're going to dub it in another language. And like, I'm imagining. Just like people there, it's such a different culture. It's so different for everyone there, and they selected our show to go there, and it's crossing these boundaries. And I've always had this really, I won't say funny, but this belief that emotion transcends languages. Truth transcends anything, like with music, art, and all that.
We were talking about that yesterday at the IT Awards, the power of emotions, because the emotions is one thing that connects with everyone.
Anyone, absolutely. Like, just
it's
the truth.
It's a story. It's a story.
And it's so nice that, like, this is like, look, culturally Indian story, and the style of dressing, the stuff that Indian people go through. Some of it obviously fictional, some not so much, but like it's connecting to people. I just think that's fantastic. Like for me, I'm like, wow, really? They're going to be like they're eating their food and it's just crazy. It's just really happy.
No,
I'm watching a dinner on TV dinner.
But
and
you
all
know,
that.
it's always like the fan thing that you just said. It surprises us still that we have like there are people who don't know us but admire us. All right, that's nice. So I think it's the same way because everything is global and there are so many platforms and so much exposure.
Yeah.
We watch a lot of he watches a lot of anime and Korean and there is Turkish drama. There are Indian dramas. And so it feels really proud.
The world feels smaller though, if you think about it, because everyone knows each other, but not so kind of directly.
Absolutely. Well said, because it's like, I know what's happening with the Korean actors, and that one's so
you become a part of that culture where you're like, it's going there. The broadcasting is there. I'm like, really?
I'll tell you one thing. I think it's a narrative. I think the storytelling. And again, back to the emotion side of things. If that connects with the audience locally, then you're onto a winner, which is why now your show's been shown in Africa and obviously in the UK. We love UK, US, and Middle East as well, where you're getting lots of love as well. So that's one thing that's very important. What about you two together? Now, I know you two working together for the first time. Obviously, you've had loads of co-stars in the past in other shows. Aisha, you've not. You've just obviously done Gumme Kisi Ke Pyar Mein prior to this. But how was the chemistry on day one, and how did you kind of get to know each other? And the main thing is obviously the connection, right? So how did you get that connection?
You want to do this? I'm gonna let you take this.
So day one was little. I had massive scenes and a lot of dialogues and trying to figure out your character. You want to get into the skin of the character. You try to get into it on day one. It's hardly possible. So a lot of focus on yourself and your work and listening to the instructions. So a very polite greeting was there, and then we started rehearsing and stuff. So I had like little wrong assumptions about it, which I will not put words to, but I did, and I was like, But he was so transparent. Like after the first meeting, he called up and he was like, there was stuff that he wasn't comfortable with, and or something bothered him, and he just spoke about it, and I was like, oh. I think that broke the ice, and I was like, I'm going to enjoy working with him.
It's a good job he called you then, because if he didn't call you, the next day would have been even more animosity.
Because I was under a very, very weird assumption that thank God he knows about.
Yeah, she told me. First of all, her assumption is so far from the truth, and second, spot on. I love what you said, because that was exactly what happened. It was something I was not comfortable with, as she said, and I said I have to call her. Otherwise, what's going to happen is I'm going to go back on set. And this is going to turn into something ugly. And
which
me
we
and
don't
her,
want.
Because at that time I didn't know what kind of person she was. She could have been good, bad. I could have been good, bad. We didn't know, right? But I knew that we had to make this work. So I spoke to her, and she took it really well, and she took it really professionally. And after that, but I will tell you this though, I thought I'm like, me and her are not going to get along.
Oh, really?
I'm like, this one's going to be like me not talking to her like throughout the life of the show.
And he did try in the beginning. So we had our first trip to we were at the airport, and so I'm quite I'm a little talkative, and I'm like, when I've made up my mind that this person is nice and I want to talk, so I will be open and I'll talk. So he had called me after our rehearsal, and I was like, oh, he's a good person. Let's just talk to him. So I was quite frank in talking to him, and he's like, new space. And I was like,
but you know, it's a good job that things were sorted at that time, because you know what it is with media, they pick up on these things. If there's no chemistry between the two lead actors, that's going to be a headline the next day, right? So the way you guys figure that out, I'm so glad, and which is why now you guys are getting memes and you're getting all sorts of love on social media, because that's the reason I wanted to ask about you two together, because you know, on screen is great, but off screen, people are like, oh, do these guys even get on, or is it just a facade? Is it just a bit of an act? So it's good. It's
No,
good
yeah,
to see that the
it's
chemistry
good
between you
behind
guys
the
too.
camera as well.
Yeah.
I think it's better behind the camera.
It's,
Good. Oh,
very,
that's
very fond
Very
of him.
nice.
Yeah.
So let's talk about a story with Mannat. So where it first started to where it is now, definitely a lot more drama to what it was when it first started. How much are you enjoying being in this phase of Mannat?
I'm enjoying it thoroughly. I think so. I keep saying that for me, Mannat is you know it's a book which is a page turner, because if you want drama, oh my God, there is drama. You got it. We got you covered. So it's that. You want emotions, we got you covered. And there are so many undercurrents, and you know if you wanna see that so there are multi-dimensional relationships that every individual is going through with somebody or the other, and then there is motherhood now. So I think it's adorable. For me, like I say, okay, for me, Mannat is a page turner, and there is a lot of thrill, lot of in-depth emotions, and a very detailed study of relationships. And the dynamics that and it's very lifelike, because life is very uncertain. I might you know, we are meeting for the second time, and you never know where you meet, what dynamics it changes, and where. So between us, there have been there's been love, hate, there is marriage, there's breaking of marriage, there's so many things that we don't know about each other. And yet you're madly in love. So how do you explain love?
But I think that's the journey of love, isn't it? Journey of a relationship, because no relationship is going to be perfect, but you're going to be picking these things along that journey.
But there is this expectation of, you know, that love needs to be a certain way.
Absolutely,
Love, okay, you can be forgiving about these things. Like he often says, okay, sometimes it's about forgiveness in the end. Like you can be forgiving about anything in life. And I used to argue with him on it, कि नहीं ऐसा थोड़ी होता है, कुछ चीजों में माफ नहीं कर सकते. Like sometimes you can't forgive something, and he's like, I think you can if the relationship is like that. So I think with the story, we are living our own journey of what's right, what's wrong, what the characters are headed, and loving the audience response though.
Oh, brilliant. And now what about you? Are you happy with the way things are going right now for Vikrant and the show generally?
Look, see, the thing is, I think the past phase for me was a little bit tough because I had to go to really dark places. I had to be there for a while. And you know what, I'm not a method actor, I'm none of those things, but sometimes the residue of the stuff we would do would linger back. Days would get heavy, you know, like Adnan's days were getting heavy and stuff. Having said that, what I know, and this is a rule I followed, it's what the story demands at the moment, right? And our makers and colors and everybody involved is like, they're really smart people. They know what they're doing. It's not like there's a chicken at the steering wheel, right? There's people who are smart and they're doing it. So I trust them, and I've always done that. Even when I can't, my own views might be different, but that's Adnan's views, right? And Adnan's grown up in Dubai. His upbringing was different, so it's probably not going to match all the time. Having said that, the way I've worked is I've always, what comes, it's my duty as a professional actor. Like, I'm getting paid money for this, so I got to deliver the best. And I will not lie, it was a little bit difficult. But how I convinced myself was, what I've realized, this is something I've realized as well. There are things you think you'll never do in life, but a relationship makes you do them. Love makes you do them. Like, you think, I'm never going to do that, and it makes you do that. May it be bad or good, you know. Sometimes the person in front of you brings out an emotion in you that's like, you'd never think that was possible. That's you. You did it. That's you. And I've done this in my own life, right? So everything that he did was, for me, in that moment, logical with the information that he had and stuff like that, right? And plus, I was surrounded by like these crazy actors, and we've got like, I'll tell you what, man. So she's really like, look, the way she's with her, with the story, she's really tied to it, right? She'd be in her room, Aisha's reading the script, and Aisha's eyes are tearing up. She's not even in scene, right? She'd come to me, she's sad and stuff like that. And then the character playing my mother is Swati ma'am. She's the character is Neetu. Now this thing was really hard for her, right? Bro, so this entire month she would come to me, like she would find out 2 days later what we're doing, the scene we're shooting, and she would come to me, and she shook, and she's like, this is what you're doing, like my son is doing this, and I'm just watching this, like, my heart's like it's being twisted. I'm like, oh God, man, this is so hard. So I would be doing these scenes sometimes, and you know, I just turn away and I'm like, I wish no mother or father ever have to beg their son or like child. Like I'd be going through these emotions, which I thought was really beautiful because I've never done that in my life. I'm not like her, like Neetu ma'am and stuff. You give me a script, I read, I do my job, sometimes blah, blah, blah. But that entire month, I learned so much. Like Adnan's like, I'm like, wow, man, this is so hard to do, like to watch. And they're so good, and they're so good, and the mother and father, I'm like, oh God, bro. So it was hard. Coming back to my point, it was my heart.
And you touch upon these issues, which is very nice. Like he said, you know, personally, you would like, abandoning parents or abandoning your child is these two things are so hardcore, you know, in my heart, that I hate the fact that people end up doing it. It is so wrong. And like on human level, it is so wrong. How can you just like, living those things and you know, and
intense.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what. So something she said came to me, which uplifted me in one of my more intense and darker moments. It's something she said. She said, Adnan, it's brilliant television. I remember she read that.
Phenomenal television.
She said something along those lines. She's like, Adnan, it's phenomenal television. And I'm like, okay, at least, look, like sometimes, you know, for the greater good, for the story, for the show, you got to, and so her thing really helped me in that
often
time.
people forget one thing, which is quite simple. If there is, there is no, how do you say, if there are no victims, if there is no cruelty, or if there is nothing being done wrong, how are we going to show the right thing in the end?
Yes. So
right.
true, yeah.
So you have to live the journey of the
I'm sorry,
wrong being
one
done.
second. Fans, guys, if you watch our reels, there is something she does. Every time she says a quote, which is like crazy, you all make a reel out of it.
Stop it,
You know
do
which reel?
not
This
do
has
that.
become, I'm telling you.
Oh my God,
You know
they
what she
end
does?
up doing it.
So,
Stop saying
and
that.
that's exact, bro, that was cool what she said right now, wasn't it? It was cool.
Absolutely,
Yeah, it was. So every time she does these, you know the song, tarararara, it's the
Thug Life.
Thug Life, and they give you that meme, you become that meme.
Absolutely.
He keeps making me a meme.
That was good.
And fans end up doing
Audiences
it.
do it as well. Look, honestly, guys, I'm getting so many
That was
gestures
really good
here
though.
and there.
But it was really good. I love what you said.
I'd love to keep talking to you guys because I'm having a fantastic time. But the only thing is, I think you need to go back on set.
Yeah, we do.
And
We see their eyes there.
They seem to be pulling me left, right, and centre. But I just want to quickly ask you, 2026, if you were to change one thing about your character, please keep it short. What would you change about in 2026?
Why don't you go first? Let me think.
Vikrant, what would you like to change?
If Adnan could personally change something in Vikrant's this thing, he would probably.
Fall back in love. Fall back in love. What are you thinking?
No, he's not out of love.
Actually, he's
He's
not.
in love. He doesn't know it, but he's in love.
It's like, what are you thinking about?
No,
Just
no,
fall
he's
back
not.
in love.
He's still in love. He just doesn't know it. I would say
Let him know. Let him know.
impulsive, emotional decisions would have to take like. I would make him sit down for 3 days. Sit down for 3 days with an emotion. And if you decide the same thing as on the first day, on the third day, then take that decision. Otherwise, do not take that decision. That's what I would tell him.
Ooh, very good. Aisha, what would you do?
I think for Mannat, I wouldn't change much. I would let the writers decide.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
You threw
Because
me under
it's
the bus.
not my journey.
That's what you've done.
It's not my journey, actually.
You threw me under the bus.
It's so true.
BST bus ke niche aa gaya main teri wajah se.
Tactics, that's tactics, yeah.
Why did you say it was?
I thought I bought time. I
should have
thought I
told me
couldn't get
something
it.
like-
You
But
tell
that's
me
so
what
good.
do you want to change?
But that's so good.
She wanted you to start for a reason, yeah? That's the reason, was that?
But
that's
what
good.
will I change? Honestly, I've not written the character.
No, but if you were to write it,
If
if you were
what
the
do you want to change about Mannat?
Add
I
some
think
romance?
I think I will ask her to not easily forgive Vikrant if at all she decides to. Like take your own time, and even if even if it takes starting a fresh start, falling in love with Vikrant or giving him that chance or something, I will be like, take that time. Do not like instantly, I'm sorry, oh I didn't know that, and you fall back. I like, take your time, girl.
Your reaction there, by the
Where
way.
there's self-respect, anger.
Okay.
I think we're
Correct.
going to
No, say na, but just hang on. Why? Quick.
Why? No.
No?
No.
The-
I would, you know what, if you ask me what I would change about Mannat, if you can end a fight, end it.
Da 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 da.
Oh, you never
Tick,
know.
tick, tick.
You never know
Tick,
what's going to
tick,
happen in
tick.
2026.
Hey, no. Guys, halal. So no, just cap and chashma.
Okay.
Guys, I just want to say thank you so much.
you.
It has been an absolute pleasure talking to you. I wish
Thank
you
you.
all the best in 2026 with
Thank
Mannat.
you.
Thank you so
May
much.
continue running, and you guys continue to be as successful as you are, and even more so as well.
Inshallah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you
Final
so
message
much.
for all the fans that are watching right now. What would you say?
Wish you all a very, very happy new year. Merry Christmas and have a great year ahead. Have a wonderful time with your friends and family, and keep watching Mannat.
Yeah, guys. And there's a lot of
Spread
stuff
love.
happening. Yeah, I was about to come. There's a lot of stuff happening in the world. Do not pay attention to that. Spread love. Do not let hate enter your door. Do not.
Yeah, we love love.
Yeah.